Welcome to the Daily Jing for Friday, October 27th. Tomorrow is the parade in Millersville, so you should get out to go to that. I've opened D2L into my student account so that I can show you how the posting of your paper would look. Okay, if you go to assessment, now the paper is due next week, remember that. It's due at the end of next week or the beginning of the following week. So if you go to your Dropbox and you submit your paper here, and let's just look at my example here where I submitted a paper under the view and due. So you select that number and you can see here that there's a report, and what you do is you click on this to see what Turnitin gave you. This particular document has problems with 6% of it. And that mainly has to do with the fact that I put some sources in and I've put quotation marks around them, and that's fine. And that's what you have to do. You have to go in and look at the sources where you actually put quotation marks around them and you've put the attribution in. That is, you put where you got the source from, and those are okay. The program is going to find those as well as the other places where you have not sufficiently credited what you took from someone else. And those are the places that you have to go back through and fix. You have to go back through and look at those and put quotation marks around them and find the source so that you can do an in-text citation of the source. Make sure that you do that. You can, by clicking on this, bring up the paper. Okay, click on the little colored box here. You can bring up the paper, and then you can have your draft of your paper. You can bring that up in Word and then compare the two and mark in your draft which sections of your paper you need to fix, and then go ahead and fix those. Put quotation marks around them, put in-text citations in, and so forth, and then upload the paper again. Remember what I said in class, that you can upload your paper multiple times and it will erase the original or the previous draft of your paper that you've put up already. Okay, so don't forget to do this, to look at the report. Now, when you submit your paper, it takes about a half hour to an hour for them to actually go through and do the report. So it's not an instantaneous sort of thing. So you have to wait a little while. Come back to it in about an hour or so, and you can see what the report says here. Now, if you go back to your page here, and you see your number 1 here, click on it, and it'll bring up again this, where your paper is and the report. And if you click on this little colored box, the paper will come up and it will show you the sections of your paper that you need to pay attention to because you have not either cited them correctly or you have cited them, and that's fine. It finds basically the text that you've taken from somewhere else. If you've attributed it correctly, then leave it alone. If you haven't, you have to fix it. Okay? All right. So the question of the day is, where can I find my paper and the Turnitin report? You find it by going to Assessment and the Dropbox, and then clicking on the submission number here. Okay? All right, thanks. Bye.